And with that, we well, okay. Here we are back at Google office here at Google Philippines to celebrate women. It's International Women's Day. Good afternoon. I'm Gail Tan. I'm the head of communications and public affairs at Google Philippines and Google Thailand. And with me are distinguished guests, women that we are celebrating today. This morning, if you were with us, we had a very engaging talk about our successful women in science and technology, but we delved into a lot of topics, including their challenges, success, and the other things that they're passionate about. Today, we're going to be talking to successful women, of course. A lot of them own their own businesses. They're accomplished one way or another. They have written books. They have faced people. They're inspirational speakers. But one thing that sets them apart or maybe make them the same as with each other is the fact that they know how to use technology in what they do and make sure that they succeed with the use of technology and science. So let me start off by introducing our guest. We have Monette Iturralde Hamlin. She is the CEO and founder of Team Asia, a PR and marketing agency who is award-winning. It's a communications firm. She also serves as a chairman of a lot of organizations, which actually says how successful she is. And she is also one of the recipients of the 2016 CEO Excel Award by the International Association of Business Communicators in the Philippines. Wow, so that's Monette. With us also, she's a very familiar face, is Cheska Garcia Kramer. She's an actress, a social media personality, and also a YouTube creator, so she's part of our family. Team Kramer, I'm sure everyone has heard of that one. She is, of course, a host and actress and has been in the industry since 1992, so she's a veteran. But most of all, she is a mom who does mommy hacks. And she's working on 100% Whole Mom, which is a passion project with some of her friends, who some of them, one of them we have also with us today. So that's Cheska. We also have with us Rowie Mati, who is the CEO of Galileo Enrichment Learning Program Incorporated. She's an educator inspired, of course, by her mom, who has established the Sacred Heart School in 1968. And from there, she has ventured into her own education business, and also an outstanding woman by the ASEAN Women Entrepreneurs Network in 2016. She's been recognized as one. And an awardee of Go Negocios Inspiring Women Entrepreneurs of 2016. I told you we have a lot of inspiring people with us. And also with us is Rica Paralejo Bonifacio, who is an actress, a host, a blogger, an author, a mom. She's so many things altogether. She has been a popular young star in the 90s, and now a figure followed by millennial moms. So I'm really expecting a lot of inspiration from all these people. She is also, yes, an inspirational speaker to crowds, mentor to individuals about womanhood, career, singlehood, marriage, family life, a whole lot of other things. And lastly, but of course not the least, we have Ross Juan, who is a CEO, again, and owner of Commune Cafe, and also a digital strategist and entrepreneur. So Ross is part of a third generation entrepreneur. She is a third generation entrepreneur, part of a family of entrepreneurs. And she handles management and a lot of other stuff also in our cafe. She's also one of the citizen um, digital advocates, I would say. She's involved in Tweet Up Manila and hashtag Rescue PH, and has been involved in a lot of things that we see on social media. Whew, that's a lot, and I'm really honored to be part of this roster, even if I'm just a moderator. But I'd like to ask, let's start with what is it that you do today that you find really a good passion in? You find passion in what you do. What is that thing? And anybody can start. Yes, Manaj, it seems like you've got.
Okay, let me start. I'm calling on age, okay? Unashamed, I've just joined the seniorhood.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you. What am I passionate about? I'm passionate about other people. I'm passionate about helping the young develop into what they can be. And we do that at Team Asia. Most of our people, if you remove me, the average age would be 24, and that's about 70 people. So you can imagine how young the people are at my organization. And I love it because they come in young, fresh, full of ideas, and through our training, they develop into great communicators, great creative people, project managers. They do international events, and so when people see them, they say, "You're as young as my granddaughter," and yet they're managing international events. So that's what I'm passionate about, helping people attain their potential. And I'm also excited that because of my work that I get to do the things that I love. I love storytelling, of course, and I love very much in terms of helping people when it comes to women empowerment, corporate communications, all of these things, greening. That's it.
Thank you. So if we're gonna do it by age, no, I'm kidding. It doesn't really show. It doesn't.
Veteran, ikaw na daw.
That's not nice. Rika's also a veteran, you know.
Sabi niya, hindi siya payag
I was
kasi
waiting
veteran
for
din
you
ako.
to mention veteran, actress Rica Peralejo
I
Bonifacio.
look
but
young daw eh.
No, but it's nice.
Just kidding.
Okay, just to set the record straight, you started together at ANTV.
This is almost behind because
A few months.
No, just
A few months,
I'm
FYI.
older than, I know you're
I'm older,
older,
yeah. Yeah.
So Chelsea, you're older. So
Yes, I'm older, but we started almost at the same time, just a few months. So, Rica, what are you passionate about?
Kaya mo ah. I'm passionate about veterans. De, joke lang. I'm passionate about, well, womanhood. I like to mentor a lot of young women, guide them in life as much as I can, if they would allow me. I'm passionate about families. I love to speak to people about having a good family life, as well as how do you balance it if you want to like have a career. Because I think that medyo parang it's not a common picture to see a successful woman in her field, but also a competent or a thriving mom and wife in her household. So if I could, I try to brainwash women that yes, you can. In the age of internet, you can. That's one of my passions. And of course, writing. I really, really love to write. If you will ask me what I want to do for all the rest of my days on earth, I'd like to write. And if I could, I would share with whoever wants to hear my piece of whatever story I can tell, things about writing and what the use of writing even in the technology age.
So, with me naman, everybody knows about Team Kramer. Obviously, I'm passionate about family and intentionally raising our children with my husband. So, with our posts on our Team Kramer Facebook page and even in our videos and even in our own social media sites, we always promote our family, raising our children, and then, you know, us being there for our children, and of course, a family that's together. So I advocate really, you know, couples to stay together, to work on their relationship, be that example to their children, and of course, for parents to not just leave their children with people at home, but of course, for them to really raise their children. Because we all know that character begins at home, and who else to better share you know, to properly raise our children, but as parents. And at the same time, just like Rika, I'm also passionate about encouraging mothers. I would say for me, I only found my niche in life when I became a mom. True, I'm an actress, I'm also a host, but then for me, I found what I really could be and my potential was when I became a mother. So with that, I was able to collaborate with brands. I'm passionate with being artistic and bringing out, you know, what you have in you. So for me, it's collaborating with brands, whether it be designing swimsuits for moms, um, writing a book to help other to help my advocacy, and then designing shoes to help my other advocacy, which also is for children, and designing beddings. All of that I was able to do when I became a mother. So for those moms who think that, you know, oh, it's the end of my life because I'm already a mom, I don't have time. I always say that when I became a mom, I found who I am, and because of that, I was able to do all these things. Motherhood never ended anything for me, but it started everything for me.
Wow, how inspiring. We're just starting. It's already very inspiring. Okay, Rowie?
I'm passionate about educating children. We teach children from 3 to 12 years old. We teach them math and English. A lot of Filipinos really have a hard time in math, and I believe that's the basic for all the other subjects. And especially now, in the time of technology, we really need people who know math and who love it. So I'm so happy to meet both of you. I think we can work together because we want to inspire children to really love studying, learning.
Yes, mahina ako sa math. Yes.
Pwede pa, pwede pa. Yeah. No, you can learn pa rin.
And Roz?
I am passionate about Philippine coffee. Coffee in general, but specifically Philippine coffee, that's what we advocate at Commune. I am also very passionate about social media for social good. So the other thing that I do, I am a social media strategist. I also work with companies on how to use social media to promote themselves, promote the company, the organization. But aside from using social media for promotions, I also advocate how to use it for social good, and that's how something like Rescue PH came about. How people could actually be online volunteers. It's not so much, there's this whole debate on slacktivism, on how you just retweet and repost things and you're sitting at home not doing anything. But there are people who do not have access to areas that need help. We can't actually all go out and fly to Tacloban when that happened, right? But with Rescue PH, people who had tools that were within their reach, like social media, Facebook, Twitter, were actually able to get help to areas that needed help. So that's a very good example of social media for social good. So those are the things I'm very passionate about. And of course, anything Filipino. So at Commune, aside from the Philippine coffee, I was telling you guys earlier that we like to use the space as a platform for Filipinos to promote what it is they are passionate about, whether it's the arts, writing, photography, yes. So we have the space and we provide that to people for theater performances, improv shows, workshops, gatherings, meetups. And that's why we're called Commune. We're there for the community.
Wow, thank you. So we've heard about their passions. If there's anything that women are known for, it's the passion that we have. It's like we just have that capability to really focus on something and really love that thing and then do a lot of things with it. And when I say thing, it's like it can be an ambition, it can be a dream, it can be a hobby, it can be anything. And as Rodrika said earlier, in this day and age of internet, there's really not much that you cannot do anymore because it's all out there. However, at Google, we had a survey. We saw that the key benefits that people thought of when they were going online was that it gives them access to information. 95% said that. 90% said it makes it easier for them to communicate with people who are important to them. I think that's also very important. And 87% said it makes it easier to further their education or learning, which is all true. But on the other end, there are also things that So we surveyed people also who are not always online, and then we asked them what would motivate you to stay online or keep online, and they said 86% was social networking, and that is all about communication and community, right? 67% said they would like to watch videos or TV. If you're able to give them that, then they're going to keep on going online. And 34% said search for information. So I think there is also a good connection between what we're passionate about and what will motivate us to keep on, like for example, staying on the internet. And then we also saw that many Filipino women lead busy, fulfilling lives, but the internet could also help them do more of the things that they love, and we've seen that, we've heard that. So why don't we expound on this one? What is it that you do that that the internet helps you do more of?
I guess like for me, like when it comes to designing, it's easier to see through the net what women want, what women need, and for me, I use it as an avenue to do my research. So like with swimsuits, I know that there are different body types. So what would make a woman with this body type more comfortable? So I use it as my tool for researching. And then because recently I also finished writing 6 children's books, so I used it also as an avenue to check on the topics, because the topics that I chose are nothing really different from all the other books, but I wanted to see what will separate my books from all the other books that I've seen in the net, or at least the reviews. Um, at the same time, I also try not to over inform myself, because I don't want those research also to hinder me from my ideas, because of course in the internet it's open to everybody. Whatever your thoughts are, you cannot say it's yours alone, because there are other people who are also thinking the same thing, or who have already done it, or you've gotten your inspiration from that. So what I do is I just choose the things that I wanna see and what I wanna learn, and then the rest I don't look at it, because I don't want it to hinder me from what other ideas and thoughts I have.
So you're able to filter out what you need
Yes,
and what...
I filter out what I need and what I want. And then I stop there, I end there. And then let's say for photo shoots, I'm also very hands-on. So what I do is I also research like pets and ideas there, and then try to separate it. So for me, really the internet and social media is a way to get inspiration. At the same time, it can also be a distraction really of your ideas and thoughts. Because sometimes you think, oh my goodness, I can't do this anymore because somebody else is doing it. But you have to look inside you and see the originality, where you're starting off, and where is your inspiration coming from. So that's it.
Yeah,
I actually blogged about that recently, over inspiration. Sometimes naman, we're too much scrolling, looking at other people's lives, that it hinders us from being the person that we really feel like we are called to be. So parang ano lang naman yan regulation pa rin at the end of the day na, even TV before, di ba? How much TV do you do in a day? So it's not naman also good that you're there too much. But for me, I think how it enables me is to do the things that I love, is that, veteran nga kasi kami ni Jessica. So, to many of the Filipinos, we are those ang TV kids, right? And not a lot of them know that we've grown up and that we actually like different things. Like me, they wouldn't know that I love to write, that I actually had the capacity to like come up with an entire book, 262 pages. No one would believe that if not for the internet. It was another avenue for me to say that, hey, this is something that I love to do as well. And the truth is, my first book, was just out of 1 year's worth of blogging. And then when I presented it to OMF Publishing, I was just asking for help because I wanted to turn it into an ebook for my readers. And they said, but we actually want to do it on print as well. And that wouldn't have happened if not for the online. I mean, where else would I write? Where else would I express? So I really have parang the whole Rica Paralejo Bonifacio that they know today has a lot to do with online. So I think that's how it has enabled me to do more of writing. And the second thing is, I want to get into an online school this year. I want to pursue writing even more. And I don't think it will be possible having to raise a toddler, to make our home, beautify it, and be a good wife to my husband, if there was no online education?
That's a very good point.